We circled the globe to find the world's best stretches of sand. Beaches with dramatic landscape, romantic appeal, world-class sports action, and some fit for a party. All of these boast their own unique sex appeal.
7 miles of white sand in this world, very hard to come by.
It's just unspeakably beautiful. It's hard to think of a cooler place to hang out.
The bodies you'll see there are just out of this world. A lot of them are probably surgically enhanced.
We're counting down the list to the top beach on the planet. So grab a towel and let's dive in to the 21 sexiest beaches. Kicking off the countdown at number 21 is world-famous Venice Beach in sunny California. But it's more than just a beach. It's a people watcher's paradise. The dynamic oceanfront walk boasts a carnival atmosphere teeming with a diverse crowd.
Venice Beach is a pretty wide beach. You'll find people flaking out on the sand and playing in the surf.
It has a fabulous view of Malibu and the Santa Monica Mountains. But nobody really comes to Venice Beach for the landscape. You come for the people. The people are fabulous.
The real attraction is what's happening on the boardwalk.
Venice Beach is sexy in a raw kind of sexy way.
No matter what your taste, no matter what your perversion or fetish, you can find it there.
Venice Beach is for beautiful people and freaks.
Venice!
And beautiful freaks.
The scene at Venice Beach is typically really quirky. You'll always find bikinis and Speedos and bodybuilders. Really, anything goes here.
Ay, ay, ay!
You can watch basketball, world-class handball, surfing, there are models, roller skaters.
You see these pumped-up muscle men with no shirts.
You can walk up and down the boardwalk in Venice Beach and see some of the most spectacular things. Whether it's somebody stepping on glass, there's always somebody with a snake wrapped around them. Everything goes on there. It's insane.
If you have some extremely weird skill or an extremely great ass, you're gonna go to Venice Beach and show it off.
However you define sexy, you're gonna find that on Venice Beach. I think that's the sexiest thing about it.
Venice is just 30 minutes from downtown Los Angeles, making it easy access for LA's funkiest sun worshippers. Now it's time to stop the people watching and give all your attention to that special someone you've brought to Mondi's Bay Anguilla in the British West Indies. It's number 20. This picturesque beach is well known for its incredibly soft sand and luxury accommodations, making it a world-class romantic destination.
Mondi's Bay is absolutely stunning. It's in this horseshoe bay on the southwestern tip of the island. Therefore, it's very calm, very romantic.
Mondi's Bay is a beautiful, expansive, gorgeous white sand beach.
You have this 5-star resort called Cap Juluca that sits right on the bay. And this is one of the most spectacular hotels you could ever visit. It's consisted of about 16 white Moorish villas. It's sexy in a very romantic way.
Anguilla is unique because of the sand on the beaches. I've heard it described as like walking on foie gras. It's so smooth and so silky. You don't need a beach chair because it's just sort of luxurious and sensual just to lie down in the sand. As strange as that may seem, it's one of the sexiest parts of being in Anguilla.
If you decide to go high-end and stay at Cap Juluca, they've got some great beach activities. You can have private dining on the beach. They've got horseback riding, which can be very romantic.
People can't believe it, man. They love it so much, you know. This is the best place. Sunset, sunrises, nice beach, nice sand, beautiful ocean.
It's a huge honeymoon destination. And by that, it's also a huge wedding destination. Mondi's Beach is really a couple's dream spot. It's very tranquil and very beautiful.
But if rubbing elbows with power and influence turns you on, make a stop in Punta del Este on the southeastern tip of Uruguay. The city's beach crowd draws from the highest of South American society, and its trendiest spot, Bikini Beach, is our 19th sexiest beach.
The thing that makes Punta del Este what it is, that makes it such a sexy spot, is that you've got a totally international crowd. They're well-dressed, their bodies are beautiful. It's just full of Brazilian supermodels, you name it. Gisele Bündchen likes to vacation there, and it's just the creme de la creme of South American society.
It's a very beautiful beach, and it's very surprisingly chic. You know, everyone's just promenades up and down. Very much it feels like the Hamptons of South America.
Punta del Este has been called many things. It's been called the Monaco of South America. It's been called the Saint-Tropez of South America. In other words, this is a very elite crowd, and also a crowd that likes to kick back and have fun.
Your typical day in Punta del Este. Wake up about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, then go to the beach. Bikini Beach is a sort of always popular beach.
We are in Bikini Beach. This is one of the wonderful beaches in Punta del Este. There are a lot of nice people, the most beautiful men, the nicest place here in Punta del Este.
The major beach sport is socializing, getting together with your friends from childhood and reuniting with everybody you know.
It's South Americans, they really like to have a good time, they're open, they're friendly, kind of just a place that even if you don't have the same means as the people cruising in on their mega yachts, you can still get a feel of what the good life is there.
Now moving north to Central America and Mexico for our 18th sexiest beach. Playa del Carmen is located on the resort-dotted coastline of the Yucatan Peninsula. In fact, it's just 45 minutes away from both Cancun and the Mayan ruins of Tulum. But what makes Playa unique is its cosmopolitan and family-friendly vibe. The town is rich with cultural offerings and activity that often spill right onto the beach. Unlike other Mexican touristic beaches, local Mexicans share the sand and surf with out-of-towners, creating an attractive and multi-ethnic mix. Beyond the beauty of the beach, it's one good-looking tropical paradise. Next, a Caribbean beach free from overdevelopment and carved out by Mother Nature herself. Crane Beach in Barbados is sexy beach number 17. With dramatic cliffs, active surf, and cooling trade winds, the Crane, as it's called, is a favorite spot for both the tourist and local.
The sexiest part about Crane is definitely the visual aesthetic. The beach is expansive, it's beautiful, white sands, rugged coastline, coconut trees on one side, and cliffs on the other, which makes it quite majestic.
Crane is beautiful. You're up on the cliff and you look down the beach. It has that feeling, you know, it's white sand, you see the turquoise water, and you put that all together, and the people on it, that's all you need.
I'm just here at the crane, enjoying the breeze.
During the weekends, you'll get somewhat of a local crowd on the beach as well, which is great. They're a lot of fun. Bajans are easygoing, laid back.
Don't tell me that you can't. Hey, come on down and spend a vacation.
You have local Bajan women, you have the visitors coming in, you blend it all up, and that's what brings good sex appeal. A mixture, a melting pot, and all different types of people. That's what we love.
This is a Crane thing, Bajan thing still, yeah. You're chilling at the Crane. Yes, man.
One of my favorite things to do is, on the way to Crane Beach, stop off at a place called Cutters. We love to eat in Barbados something called Cutters.
The essential ingredients in a flying fish cutter would be, of course, your salt bread. You cut that in 3 pieces. You put flying fish in one layer, some fresh cucumber. In the next layer, then you put your lettuce and a little bit of tomato.
These guys will pack you the most amazing gastronomic picnic.
A cutter is a perfect beach sandwich because you can hold a cutter in one hand and a rum punch in the other.
Although Crane Beach is not on the developed part of the island, you actually can stay on the beach at the Crane Beach Hotel. A lot of the magazines used to come down and do shoots at the hotel because the backdrops made for great photo shoots.
With relaxed Bayesian culture amidst stunning scenic beauty, Crane Beach earns its spot on our list as one complete escape. Coming up, Jamaica offers 7 miles of tranquil beach by day, then it all heats up at night. And later, a beach down under, where outgoing Aussies know how to have fun in the sun. It's all ahead on 21 Sexiest Beaches. Welcome back to 21 Sexiest Beaches. Just 16 to go as we count down to the hottest beach on the planet. On the northwestern tip of Jamaica is where you'll find our 16th sexiest, 7 Mile Beach in Negril. Though the waters are always calm and warm thanks to an entirely Caribbean Sea coastline, you can set any tone you choose for your visit.
7 miles of white sand in this world, very hard to come by. It's absolutely spectacular.
It's a very literally sexy beach. The hedonism resort is down at one end. There are sections of it that are nude. But to me, the key to enjoying 7 Mile Beach is to just sit down, have a rum punch, and don't go anywhere for a while. And then you'll start to get into the rhythm of that island. It's a great place to be. No matter what your taste is, there's a resort for you on 7 Mile. There's the resort for people who are looking to get crazy, but there are also some beautiful, quiet little couples resorts where you can take your sweetie and get away.
You could go to a resort like Swept Away and have a very tranquil, very healthy experience.
Rick's Cafe is a must-do for anyone going to Negril. You see the most well-sculpted men climbing up their little platform and diving off into the Caribbean.
Yes, the dive I just did was a gainer, otherwise known as reverse. I just did it from a dead tree, 75 feet, to entertain people. That's what I do.
What's also amazing is the most stunning sunset you would ever see in the world.
If you're up for partying into the night, just head down the road to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. It's right on the beach.
There's a party there every night. Great music, great drinks, and you will have no clue when 4 o'clock in the morning hits you.
With its wealth of options, including optional swimwear, your experience in 7 Mile Beach can only be limited by your imagination. But if you're jonesing for an even more far-flung destination, Matira Beach in the French Polynesian island of Bora Bora is a tropical paradise of distinction, and it's number 15. Visitors transfer from airport to hotel by ferry. It's an amazing introduction to the island's crystal clear water and the famous Mount Otumanu.
In terms of the most beautiful places in the world, it has to top the list. It's otherworldly beautiful. You can't quite believe your eyes when you're there. You have these islands where mountains just sort of rise up from the water, and something about that environment just makes everyone feel sexy. It's the scent of the sea, it's the sensuality of the people.
Bora Bora is really for people who are in love. Honeymooners, couples, second honeymoon.
Matira Beach is like at the southern tip of Bora Bora. It is just one of the most beautiful places. You've got this white powdery sand. I was really impressed with the shades of the water. It's jade, it's sapphire, it's turquoise, and then it's all mixed together. It's amazing. People are very secluded. You almost feel like you have the beach to yourself.
It's just this incredibly sensual, natural experience. And if you can't get sexy and romantic and amorous there, something's wrong with you.
One of the places that everyone has to visit when they're there is Bloody Mary's. It's known for great Bloody Marys, and you can have great seafood too.
This is calamari.
Bora Bora is what everyone dreams of when they're thinking about fantasy, honeymoon, holiday destinations.
Ever since Captain James Cook sighted Bora Bora in the 18th century, the Western world has been a regular visitor. And And if you have an affinity for exclusive French Caribbean islands, consider Mustique in the Grenadines. A small plane flight from St. Vincent can drop you on this island of only 1,400 acres. The calm and sensual Macaroni Beach is number 14 on our countdown.
Mustique is one of the most exclusive islands in the world. You have to be super wealthy to build a house there, and you have to be wealthy to rent one of the houses on Mustique. Macaroni Beach lies on the eastern side of the island. It's very safe, white sand beach, coconut trees on one side and cliffs on the next.
This is the first thing that struck me, which was this laissez-faire attitude toward bathing suit tops.
The sexiest thing about Macaroni Beach is the sand and the sea and rolling around in the surf, feeling as if you're on a private beach because you barely see any houses around. It's very natural.
Macaroni Beach is really one of the sexiest beaches in the world, not only because of the aesthetic beauty, but also because you're bound to bump into one or two celebrities. Mick Jagger built his house there, David Bowie, Shania Twain. They all have their beach house on Mustique Island.
Do you want to go to Basil's?
Okay, good idea.
At the end of the day, the best thing to do is to head straight for Basil's Beach Bar and say hello to Basil. He is the friendliest guy in the Caribbean.
I know the Americans call it basil, but it's Basil. Basil's where we started in 1976. Lots of people been here over the years. Bill Gates to Robin Williams, Brian Adams of a house here, so they all come by some time or the other.
Mustique is one of the most desired places in the world to have a home or to visit.
Coming up next, the Hawaiian beach with waves so big that only the world's best surfers can survive them. And later, as we inch closer to the top spot, we'll hit another American beach that draws international crowds ready to party when 21 Sexiest Beaches returns. The countdown to the sexiest beach in the world continues, with international flights now offered directly into Cape Town. Visiting South Africa's most popular beach has never been easier. Clifton Beach number 4 is known for its diverse and friendly crowd, plus amazing views of the 12 Apostles mountain range.
One of the most beautiful cities in the world is Cape Town in South Africa. And a lot of people don't realize that this is one of the real hotspots of beautiful people in the world. And the beautiful people combined with the beautiful geography make for some of the most beautiful beaches.
Clifton Beach is divided into 4 beaches, which are named aptly 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The beach that's best for the sort of young and the restless is Clifton number 4. And that place is pretty hopping.
Because number 4 is where all the models go, all the bold-faced names in South Africa, but even backpackers hang out there. It's just like a little kind of secluded cove.
Beautiful Cape Town blonde people, black people, anywhere in between. They're all out there sunbathing.
The women in Cape Town are simply gorgeous. It's beautiful. A lot of people, they come from all over the world. It's the first thing they say. Man, the women in Cape Town are beautiful. And they all hang out in Clifton, so that's the place to be.
Clifton is known as a social beach. Great place to party, great place to eat, great place to stroll with your sweetie.
In the evenings, it's so nice to come have a picnic with candles. Even though it is illegal to drink on the beach, having a glass of champagne or whatever is not going to hurt anybody. Just don't drink and swim.
Clifton Beach has also been awarded Blue Flag status in recognition of its outstanding environmental and tourist standards, making it our sexiest green beach. Next up, Sexy Beach number 12 takes us to the South Pacific Hawaiian island of Oahu. Its North Shore is the epicenter of big wave surfing, and Sunset Beach is a hotspot for jaw-dropping action. It's the home to several surfing competitions, which are part of the prestigious Triple Crown of Surfing.
Sunset Beach can fool you because it sounds like a very sedate, beautiful place, where in fact it's one of the most pulsating, throbbing, and dangerous surf beaches in the world.
the summer, you can expect relatively calm seas, but then in the winter, it's a surfing mecca. It's some of the best big wave surfing anywhere in the world.
When the swells come in, they can get up to 25 feet, and only the top surfers can even survive there.
The danger factor plays a big part of why Sunset Beach is so sexy. The waves are big, and they're scary, and they're dangerous, and everybody knows it. And you know, there's a prestige that goes along with it, and it follows you out of the water. You get a big wave, you get a good wave, you come and you feel pretty cool in front of everybody else as well.
What you'll mostly see are pros out there looking to make a name for themselves. So you'll really see people taking chances. It's rare that you can find that kind of athletic spectacle going on, and it's totally free.
People will come from all around and just sit on that beach and make a day of it.
Everyone's there either is a surfer, wishes they were a surfer, likes to look at surfers.
Anytime you go to a top surf beach, you are guaranteed to see sexy people, because the sport of surfing sculpts the human body into a very ideal and very attractive form. Sunset Beach is everything. Gorgeous sunsets, gorgeous people, hot surfing action. It's definitely a sexy beach.
The greatest swells can come unexpectedly, so be prepared to drop everything to catch the most exciting beach show on Earth. Barely missing the top 10 is an ultra-sexy beach in the Bahamas. Pink Sands Beach stretches for the entire 3.5 miles of Harbor Island. Tiny microscopic shelled creatures known as foraminifera are responsible for the sand's pink color.
The sand is actually pink, with turquoise blue waters lapping on the pink shores. It's picture postcard perfect. There are a number of fabulous resorts right along the beach. It's definitely a romantic getaway. Pink Sands Beach is so sexy. It has been the cover shoot of choice for Sports Illustrated. They shot their cover for 06 on Pink Sands Beach.
When you stand on a pink sand beach, you just look better. I mean, if I were going to model a swimsuit, that's where I'd go.
Coming up, the top 10 sexiest beaches, including a classic California beach that's the birthplace of beach volleyball. And later, the #1 sexiest beach in the world. Let's keep it rolling. Now just 10 beaches remain in our countdown of the world's sexiest beaches. When you think beaches, you think Brazil. And this is Barra da Tijuca. At 11 miles, it's the longest beach in Rio de Janeiro. And while tourists often flock to the more famous Rio beaches, this spot in the west zone of the city is a hidden gem. Baja draws an affluent local crowd primed to show off their athletic and toned bodies. It's also one of the most sought-after beaches